Mike, are you surprised that Cam threw for nearly 400 yards?
No, I'm not surprised. The entire time I'm watching this football game and I'm watching the offense open up more than it was last week, I had to continue to pinch myself and remind myself that Cam does have an MVP and Cam played in the Super Bowl, both of which I have never experienced. And, you know, I know how hard that is. Even when he was in Carolina, regardless of what system he was in, he was effective. He knew how to play football. It was never a question of Cam's football acumen. You know, it was about opportunity. And, you know, to go out and watch them, you know, come from behind against a good Seattle Seahawks football team, you know, I just was astonished at things that Cam was doing. And, you know, I looked at the offense and I'm thinking that this is going to be Cam as a New England Patriot. He's going to be a New England Patriot for a really long time if he keeps this up. And whatever it is they're throwing at him, whatever concepts that they're putting in place, whatever this offense is or is going to be, you know, Cam has total control over it. And like I said, his football acumen is at an all-time high right now. I think Cam is just, you know, determined, you know, to prove to everybody that he's still, you know, a top-tier player, and only being 31. He has a lot of football left in him, and that has to be evaluated and looked at, you know, when it's time to, you know, make a decision on Cam and his future. So yesterday was a big step for Cam in terms of him putting the league on notice and showing, you know, his coaching staff that he's capable of handling anything that they throw at him, because they opened up the book in the run game, pass game. And yes, he had to throw the football to come from behind, but he did it in good fashion, and he was 1 yard away from an amazing comeback. So, you know, this is confidence for the New England Patriots, certainly confidence for Cam, but I'm not surprised because this guy has won an MVP. And like I say, something that I have never done, and I know how hard it is to do.
I think for me, the biggest surprise, Skip, is that they allowed him to throw this much. I believe they should open the offense up even more.
44 times?
Yeah, Skip, he only threw the ball 11 times in the first half. So it's like they're trying to, Skip, you can play this way if you have an outstanding defense.
Yep.
If that defense was playing like it was the first half of last year, and you want to play like this, okay. But Skip, they're not that. And so you're going to have to allow him to throw the ball more. 11 in the first half, 33 the second half. And a lot of that because they were behind, you know, Russ was doing his thing.
And because he had a hot hand.
Right.
Man.
Skip, if you play Russell Wilson, the likelihood of you winning a ball game 17-14 is not very good.
Nope.
Not the way he's playing. That's like Mahomes. You can't really expect this, like, man, I think we could hold Mahomes to 10 or 13. We can win a 17-13, 17-4. No, you're not. You got to go into the ball game saying, with these top-level quarterbacks, Skip, you got to go and say, man, I need to get to 24. I need to get to 27. Because that's what it's going to take to beat Aaron Rodgers. That's what it's going to take to beat these top 5, top 7 quarterbacks.
Yep.
So I thought they should have opened up the offense a little earlier. You know, they're trying to play it close to the vest. 25 rushes, 67 yards. Really? Who are you going to beat with that?
What did he run against Miami in the opener? 19 times?
Yeah, no, 15. He had 15 for like 75.
Okay, so this is 11.
11 for 47. Now, granted, Skip, a couple of those were like those short touchdown runs. Yep. So obviously that you know, that's a run, but
okay, but he didn't take near the pounding in this game he took in the opener.
No. But it just goes to show you, Skip, Cam can throw the ball. I just wish he'd had Josh McDaniels his entire career, because now you see somebody that has creativity, that has imagination, that just don't want to think he's a fullback, and then we throw at the tail end. He needed someone that could take advantage of his skill set, because he has a very unique skill set. But he showed you last night. And my only concern is Cam healthy, because we hadn't seen him healthy in about 2 years, Skip. If Cam's healthy, like Mike said, he won an MVP. You don't accidentally win an MVP of the league, because you have to be good, consistent over 16 games. We've seen guys win Super Bowl MVP, Skip, and then they go somewhere else and we never hear from them again. Larry Brown, he got cut from the Raiders because he couldn't play. Deion Branch went to Seattle, got a big payday, ended up coming right back to the Patriots, Skip. So we've seen that happen. Yep. You don't accidentally, man, oh, man, he lucked up and won that MVP. You don't luck up and win an MVP of a league.
Nope.
So I'm not surprised that he had this. I'm surprised they allowed him to show what Cam is still capable of doing, and I'm glad. So hopefully moving forward, Skip, they'll allow him even more opportunities earlier I'm not saying, you want to have to throw 45, 50 times a game, but allow him to throw the ball a little earlier because he was dealing last night. N'Keal Harry, Bird, guys that we like, whoo, had them guys looking like they could play a little bit, Skip.
Even revived Edelman's career.
Look at that, a career high.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, I hear what both you guys just said. I got to tell you, I was shocked by what I saw because that was the best I've seen Cam Newton throw the football since the first month of his career back in September of 2011 when he just set the league on fire. And I've always said it was almost like unfair to Cam because he set his bar so high. In his first pro game, he gets thrown into the fire at Arizona. He throws for 422, and I think this guy's going to own this league. He comes home against Aaron Rodgers and outguns him even though they lose the game, but he throws for 432. Mm-hmm. 2 games later, he goes to Chicago and throws for 374. Those are his 3 top games until last night.
Right.
He almost throws for 400. That's his 3rd most yards. That's the best. He was off the chart last night where I just said, I knew it was in there, but for all these years, that was 9 years ago. There are a lot of years in Carolina when he was really good. He was an MVP, but he didn't throw it like that.
But, Skip, they tried to remember
I guess so.
D'Angelo Williams running, Jonathan Stewart running, Christian McCaffrey running.
And North Turner came there, and he had North coach Troy Aikman to championships, obviously, but they were a run-oriented football team with Emmitt Smith.
You're right.
And I'm just sitting back in awe of what was happening, and the irony was Belichick, in the end, let down Cam's night because his defense wasn't good enough to hold up, albeit against Russell Wilson. There's no 12th man, so it was like a mausoleum in there.
Exactly.
There's no sound, but still, Cam played well enough to win the game. So, Michael, then Shannon and I went back and forth about the last play call. What do you think Cam should have done on the last play of the game? Did you like what the route he took to try to get it to the end zone?
Yeah, I think that was about all he can do. And if I'm Josh McDaniels and Bill Belichick, I'm calling that play because we've seen Cam execute this play at a high level for so many years, day back to his days at Auburn. And we'll continue to see this play throughout the course of the season. It might come in different phases of the game, but this is Cam's signature. This is his signature play. This is what he do. And, it's up to the offensive line to learn to block it better.
Bounce it. Mike, all he had to do is bounce it. Once the guy submarine, you can't go up inside. If he just takes one step to his left, he's in the end zone. Because all he got to do is race him to the corner, Mike. Look at this. Where he going?
I think by the corner just crashing in, I think, just vision-wise as a runner, I mean, it is there. It is there. And it probably would have been a better option to go outside or inside right here. But I think Cam was just thinking downhill. I can get it, 6'5", 250. This is what I do. And, this will be a learning experience for him too, because this play right here can be effective. And I think something else will stem off of this play in terms of how he can bounce it or how he can get outside, because we've seen the pass play off of the same type of concept. So there's more that they'll be able to do. This will be a good learning experience for them as well. So,
Michael, where does the Atlanta Michael Vick take that play?
Oh, I'm taking it outside.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
And it's over.
Yeah, you racing him to the corner.
Yes, look, 5'11", 3/4, 6 feet, whatever you want to give me, and 212 pounds is not going to suffice in that situation. So I'm bouncing outside and using my speed.
Yeah.
Because in a situation like that, Mike, they tell him submarine, knife, everything. We know Cam. We know they're going to put the ball in Cam's hand, and if he bounce it, say, you know what, hey, he bounced it, but you're not going to run between the tackles in this situation. If they throw a pass, because you got to sell out to stop something, you mortgage everything you got to stop Cam running between the tackles. And if he bounces it, you're like, hey, he bounced it. We're playing for him to run up the gut, and he bounced it. Or we played for him to run, and he threw a pass. You live with that, but you got to say, I'm taking something away. And you make sure you take that away, and he doesn't get that. But I thought Cam is being the good soldiers, like, hey, this is designed to go here, let me go here. But knowing the Cam Newton, because I've seen Cam race guys to the edge.
Oh, and Seattle's the real deal.
Cam still got to speak.
All right, Mike, always a pleasure to have you join us. We appreciate it. We'll check in with you sometime soon. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.